This weekend, the Niagara Falls Farmers Market opened for the first time at its new location in the MacBain Centre in Niagara Falls. Clark Burnett said the organizers were a little unsure about how this would work.
Well, it was a little nerve-wracking at the start. We were nervous about how this would go, how it would set up, what the layout was going to be. But we were already started planning for MacBain with the new cultural hub hopefully coming in line soon. So we had prepared our vendors to come out to MacBain this year anyway. So it's been tricky, again with all the issues and everything else, and working with public health and other markets to see what best practices were.
Burnett said there's a lot of precautions in place to keep vendors and shoppers safe.
Well, like other markets and other places, we've tried to have one in, one out, so make sure people aren't crossing paths. We're working with public health as to how many people can be in the market area at one time, so we're minimizing that to make sure there's not long lineups and there's not too many people in one space. But the great thing about MacBain is it's a big parking lot and we've got lots of room here. And we're also trying to sort of manage that. We've got hand washing stations and sanitizing stations for people, and we've asked all of our vendors to be wearing masks as well.
Dan DeVries of DeVries Fruit Farm says he's happy to be back.
It's great to be back. It's nice to see the customers again. It's been a long time. We didn't know what the situation was going to be like coming back, but so far I think it's off to a good start.
The new layout of the market seemed to be working for both vendor and customer.
Yeah, I think the layout's going well. It's not ideal. It's not what we're used to. It's going to take some adapting for us to change. But everybody's in the same boat. Customers have to adapt, vendors have to adapt.
I've had a few quick chats with a few of them as we've gone along. They seem to be happy with how it's setting up and how the flow is happening. Obviously they want, it's that balance between they want to see more flow through, so we're trying to encourage people not to sort of chit chat because it's the first day, people haven't seen some of their favorite vendors, but we're trying to get people to flow through so we can get more people in here and buy more things. The other thing we've done that I didn't mention before is that we've also set up an online purchasing vehicle. Not all of our vendors are on that now, but we now have that for them to load in, put up their photos, put up their shopping, and to do pre-orders. So therefore it speeds up the process here and helps them out in the long run as well. You can just Google search Open Food Network and look for the Niagara Falls Farmers Market, and they'll find the vendors that we have there. A few of our vendors also went early stages into their own and didn't work into the system, but we're doing what we can to sort of speed up and make it easier for you and for them.
Both DeVries and Burnett say the online farmers market has been working well for both vendor and customer.
The market did start through the Open Food Network. We haven't signed up onto that because we already have an existing online platform, and it'd just be too difficult to try to manage both. But definitely people are gravitating to the online way of purchasing stuff. At the beginning of the pandemic, more so than now, because the weather's getting nicer. The farmers markets are opening. People are feeling more comfortable to go out and maybe shop or go to the grocery store. So, but I think it's something that's going to stick around for a while. If you would have asked me prior to the pandemic if I would be selling stuff online, I would say no. But on the flip side, it's been a good thing for our business to be able to add a new dimension to the what we have as an offering.
Burnett says the move to the Gale Center was already in place before the pandemic hit.
We had, many of you know that we had plans to develop a new cultural hub and farmers market on the Sylvia Place site. So we had already put wheels in motion to get people out here. So that construction project was about 3 days away from closing the final tenders when the state of emergency got issued. So we had to shut down that tender process. It's actually not shut down, it's on hold. When the state of emergency has been lifted, we will reopen that tender, give the pre-qualified contractors 2 weeks to finish it off, put in a bid, and then get the wheels in motion to get that project going again, so we can slowly start moving into an indoor facility and get that project rolling. And we're really excited about what that potential can be as well.
In Niagara Falls, you're watching The Source.